Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield have left a huge impression on the Nintendo and gaming communities in general. And with every new generation comes lots of new Pokémon and now lots of new forms of old Pokémon as well. So I thought, what better way to celebrate Pokémon Sword and Shield in the Galar region than by giving a definitive list of my favorite Pokemon and least favorite. We're going to go through every single one of the new Pokemon and Galarian forms from the absolute worst to the absolute best. It's not a question of opinion. It's not a question of who's right or who's wrong. This is law. Ladies and gentlemen, all Galarian Pokemon and forms from the bottom to the top. At the very bottom of the list, we have Arctozolt, number 94 out of 94. He just looks absolutely miserable. Gosh, he's just begging to be put out of his misery. At 93, we have Blipbug, who is a creature that the first time I saw him, I think I said something along the lines of, What is that? Ew, get it away from me. That shouldn't exist. At number 92, we have Applin, who is what happens when you run out of ideas. At number 91, we have Rookidee, who is just a small bird. The only thing cool about this is that it's mono flying type, but so is its evolution, and that's marginally better designed, so this ends up being at the bottom of the list. Number 90, we have Eldegoss, which can only be described as the old lady Pokemon. I mean, just look at the design. It will send you a check for $2.50 for your birthday. The first of our starter evolutions to be on the list is definitely Thwackey. Out of all three starters and all three of their forms, this is just the worst design. Yeah, he's going through a rough phase. What happens when you take an okay design and make it marginally worse and actually crying? You get Yamask, Galarian form. Roly-coly, give me the Formuoli. At number 87 on our list is a new Pokemon which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, the only thing that's cool is that it's got a wheel butt. That's basically it. You had to have known it wouldn't have taken long for us to get to another fossil type, because they're all straight garbo in this game, in terms of their actual design. Dracozolt has that big, thick girl booty, and he has missed every arm day. Every arm, torso, neck day, head day, all the days. But leg day and squats, on point. Sizzlipede is a hot, mustachioed buggo, and that is all that can be said for it, because there is nothing more to say. At number 84, we have Corvisquire. You like birds? This is one. Silly Cobra. Tricks are for kids. And your design is for someone other than me. What happens when you take a buck-toothed baby and cross it with a unibrow, and then inexplicably give it a giant gouging horn on its forehead? You get Choodle. Number 81, we have Galarian Lanoon, which it doesn't have the charm of Galarian Zigzagoon or the sheer badassness of Galarian, or of Obstagoon. It's just kind of that awkward intermediate stage. The tongue is too long. It's too long. For me. At number 80, we have Creepy Dreepy, who is just a little floaty boy whose head is a boomerang. What do you get when you take either Snom or Pyukumuku and take away whatever it is that makes them cute? You get Pincurchin, which is a little spiky urchin with a butt mouth. At number 78, we have Impidimp, who is an awkward little scraggly boy with only 3 fingers on each hand. I don't know. From the neck up, kind of a cool design. From the neck down, literally finished the design in 30 seconds. Ooh, Aerocuda. This would be lower, except for the fact that, I don't know, there's something about his derpy expression that just gets me. He looks dumb as a rock, but there's something about that smile. You like dragons? You like fish? Well, that is not a guarantee that you will like this, which is a dragon butt with a head on the tip of the tail and a front butt area that could only be described as deeply uncomfortable. Let's wrap up the fossil Pokemon with the one that somehow I find the least egregious. Arctovish. Even though its head is literally turned upside down, its design is somehow not as bad as the others, as the top and bottom halves are at least similar in color, and that is all that can be said. Galarian Meowth looks like he's got not a beard, but kind of like one big fat swinging neck jowl situation, like a turkey's neck, just it's uncomfortable. You gotta get that looked at, buddy. How do you guys feel about Snowmanitan? I mean, it looks like he's wearing a giant turban or something, or like his stomach is also his head turned sideways. I like this way more than I thought I would, and way more than I probably should. At number 72, we have Zigzagoon, who just kind of looks like a good boy. He deserves a pet. I would pet it. At number 71, we have Snom, which has virtually no personality, but doesn't really need it, because it's got one thing going for it. It's a cute baby. It still has kind of a butt mouth, though, although the cheeks spread. I don't know if that's better or worse. Somehow it seems better, but it sounds way, way worse. At number 70, we have Drizzile, Sobble's evolution, who clearly shops at Hot Topic and does not know how to match colors yet. Don't worry, buddy. When you grow up, you'll learn how to dress yourself. But for now, you need to stay away from those bright, bright neons. The only reason that it's this low is because the female version has a mustache too, and I feel like that would have been a very easy thing to separate the male from the female versions. I don't know, it seems like a minor thing, but for some reason it just gets to me. At number 68, we have Stunfisk. Stunfisk, I love. Galarian Stunfisk, I love less. I don't know, the Pokeball as a trope, design trope, has gone on too long. Voltorb and Electrode, fine. Once it started in with Fungus and Amoongus, I was like, okay, maybe don't. And then Stunfisk, I was like, come on. No, it's alright. At 67, we have Sandaconda, which is objectively a stupid design, but it's also kind of a funny idea. Look at him, look at his face. He's not even happy that this is what he looks like. He clearly. What would happen if you put a Disney/Looney Tunes character into Pokemon? You would get Greedent, which is a thick, thick baby with a tail full of treats. This is just a warning about what diabetes does to you. It's somehow better than Applin, but nowhere near as good as the other thing that Applin can evolve into. Flapple just kind of looks like what you would expect Applin to evolve into, I guess. Although, I don't know, it's uncomfortable. It is, yeah, no. I may not eat fruit for a while. Number 64 is Milcery, which is a bland, bland baby. I mean, look at it. It is one color other than white, and that color is off-white. It's not really reaching far. The only thing that's really saving this baby, other than its generic cuteness, is that little ball that's just going around the top. Look at it go. Look at it go. Keeps on going. Around and around and around. Some people find Mr. Mime uncomfortable, but I find this more uncomfortable. I mean, look at him. And you know he's going to be begging for money in the streets. That's just sad. For such an early route Pokemon, Nickit kind of does have a little bit of personality. It's a cute little baby, and it's using that sweet, sweet tail to clean up the floor. That dirty, dirty tail. You have a nasty booty, mister. I kind of like this whole line. Hatenna is cute. I would pet it. I would love it. I am kind of afraid of what's hiding under that hair. Like, does it have eyes at all? I don't know why I like this so much better than Blitbug, but Dottler, I don't know, his dome body just kind of reminds me of going to a planetarium or one of those balls you touch and the lightning goes to your fingertips. I don't know, he's got a little bit of mojo. He does. It's a ladybug, but it's also like an evil mastermind. It's big brain energy, but I don't know, the eyes and he looks very stabby with his limbs. Dreadnought! Infinitely better than Choodle, but still not quite as good as the Squirtle line. He's got a nom 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 mouth. He's fine. Tale as old as time. Talk about a glow up. From Impidimp to Morgrem, I feel even though the lower body is still relatively simple, we at least have a couple of different color schemes that kind of gives him a little bit of a merman vibe, honestly. And the stabby stab hair, he pulls off the emo look in a way that Drizzile wishes he did. At 55, we have Dubwool, who's a nice fluff little baber, but I don't know. There's something about him, it's just not clicking with me. The black knots of fur in random places look uncomfortable. It almost looks like if this were a Resident Evil game, you'd be shooting those parts. You'd be shooting those. Ooh, Barraskewda. Way cooler than Arrokuda. Rotating tail to give him torpedo-like energy in a way that Sharpedo never had. And he's still got that nice little curly Q mouth thing going on. I don't know. He's got some personality. Eternatus isn't one of the worst legendaries of all time. There are a lot of worse ones, but it's not the best. Oh look, another dragon. And look, he's only made out of his own bones, I think. I don't know what happened here. Look at him! You just want to pet his head and rub his ears and make him your friend. Show him that the world is a beautiful place. Oh, he a thick boy. Galarian Darumaka is way cooler than Galarian Darmanitan. Look at him bouncing around on those little footies. He's just a little snowball boy. He needs a tummy rub, and I give it to him. I love regular Corsola. Galarian Corsola, while still a great design and a fantastic reimagining that sends a great message about the destruction of, the environment, it just makes me sad. Look at his face. Look at his face. It's okay, buddy. I'm sorry you're extinct. But if it's extinct, where'd this one come from? Get your story straight, Pokédex. Number 49 is Clobbopus, a little punchy boy. He's just a curious little guy. You want to rub that big noggin, but you probably shouldn't. He give you a punchy for it. He's kind of cute. I like him. Carkol is what happens when you have the idea of roly-coly and then fully commit to it just being a mode of transportation. Look at that face. Yeah, I'm basically just a minecart. As much as I love water types, and I always pick the water type for every single first time I play a Pokemon game, of the 3 starters, Inteleon is the worst final design. I get what they're going for. He's the James Bond of Pokemon. He's just a long boy. A long, skinny boy with a smarmy face. You know he thinks he's better than you. Centiskorch is a much better design than Sizzlipede. Look at that big old X-Fire face. And his big old circle tum. He's got all these long footies. Ew, watching them move independently is actually making me uncomfortable. Gossifleur is the southern belle of the Pokemon universe. Look at that hat, or head. Look at that hair, or leaves. Look at that body, or stamen? Pistil or stamen? I forget. It's been a while since biology. Hatterene does seem like the natural evolution of Hatenna, and I love its big old wizard hat. It's adorable. The fact that its body has become largely useless and just dangles from the head does make me slightly uncomfortable. Poltegeist is definitely better than Sinistea. He's just got some personality. Look at him hanging out of there. He's like, hey, look what I found. Yeah, you can't get in this. This is mine. Why can't we see through the hole in the side, though? Is it that hard to where they just had to put a gradient effect on it and be like, you don't need to see what's under here? What are you hiding, Poltegeist? Obstagoon is pretty rad. The long tongue actually kind of works on this guy in a way that with Lanoon it just looks egregious. I don't know, it's like he's hugging himself all the time, which seems less menacing. He just needs love. The first time I saw Copperaja, I think I just said, whoa. Like actual copper, it goes from its coppery color to being the tarnished greenish kind of color. That's very cool. I like its design. It feels regal but huge and menacing, but not too much because those tusks have been trimmed a little bit. Somebody's taking care of themselves. I respect it. Toxel is a sweet diaper baby who just needs your love. And I like his little animated chargy, shock symbol on his forehead. Look at his little toe-toes. Look at him. You want to pinch him. It's okay. You can pinch him. There is something special and touching about just how stupid and clueless Cramorant looks. Look at this dumb bird. Look at him. And the fact that he comes out of the water holding an Arrokuda or even a Pikachu in his mouth, that is priceless. That is slapstick comedy, and I am here for it. You dumb bird. Grapploct is cool as hell. I don't know. I dig it. The first time I ran into this thing, I was like, what is that? Frostmoth is an elegant, delicate, beautiful Pokemon. And I really love the design. I feel like they did it right. I feel like the typing is kind of cool and unique. even though it's got 2 double weaknesses. I'm just now realizing that, oh, you are a fragile, delicate little snowflake, aren't you, sweetheart? Hey guys, I'm made out of rocks! Scorbunny is a good boy. He's got a little piece of tape on his nose because he's a rough and tumble kind of guy. He's got little hot feet. That's why he's always pitter-pattering all over the place. He's got that big little brother energy, and I like it. I would pet him on the noggin. At number 34, we have Indeedee, and we have Sad Man Indeedee and Happy Girl Indeedee, both of which kind of cute. Look at their tubby tum-tums and their big hips and thighs. Real Pokemon have curves, guys. It's making the Viking thing work way better than Meowth did. The fact that its claws get longer and kind of form little knives is pretty friggin' cool. Dracloak says caretaker Pokemon, but it's more like the big bro Pokemon. It's even got its little sibling riding on its noggin. I don't know, his feet freak me out a little bit. And that expression, look at that.
Yes, it's all going to plan.
Hey, I got an idea. What if we took a dragon and we also made him a building? Although he looks like an iceberg, or a spaceship, or a laser cannon. Ooh, he kind of looks like a laser cannon. Can he be all of those things? Yes. Can he have all of the sharp edges? Yes, he also can have that. Bugs Bunny's cooler cousin, who actually participated in sports, and he got good. There's never a wrong time to have Farfetch'd. Look at the brows. Look at the leak. I love it. Skarmory who? The new legendaries are pretty good. They have a little bit more personality and better design than a lot of what we've seen in the last few games. And when he goes full power, let me tell ya, that's a pretty hardcore design. I dig it. Every Disney princess needs a unicorn, and it's amazing that Pokemon hasn't had one until now. And let me say, rather than creating something new, the fact that they took an old Pokemon and essentially did it right, props. Just look at him! Look at him go! Oh, his stomach blinks. Oh, it's uncomfortable. But the rest of him, though.
Hey kids, you wanna see a song and dance? Rook-a-dook-a-doo!
Boltund is a good boy. Look at that good boy. Can you pet the Boltund in Pokemon Sword and Shield? You cannot, but you can dream. We can all dream. Take the coal, make it bigger. Take the rocks, make them mad thick. And then give it one Final Fantasy shoulder pad and one slightly more reasonable shoulder pad. And you get Colossal. Sobble is a sweet baby who only needs your love. He needs a home, he needs a pet, he needs a hug, he needs a friend. And if you play a Nuzlocke like I did, please don't let him die. Don't knock me out. Sobble is dead. Now, Dragapult is what happens when you take the concept of Dracloak and you're like, yeah, but what if it wasn't taking care of them? What if it used them as projectiles? The most disturbing part? The Dreepy inside Dragapult's horns eagerly look forward to being launched out at Mach speeds. These things want to be hurt!
Make me a projectile, Daddy.
Grookey's a little handful with a little stick, but a large personality. The exact words I said when I first saw this Pokemon were, "Squavit, I love it." And that has not changed. Look at them cheeks! I wanna pinch them.
Good day, gentlemen. Could I interest you in a little puff?
We gave it a mustache. We gave it a beard. We gave only one of them eyebrows. We gave them smokestack top hats. It's like tick, tick, tick. Checking off all the boxes. Only thing is, he still looks like it hurts to be alive. Can I just say, I want more Morpeko. Look at this sweet little baby. Like every one of us. Half the time, he's just a hangry little hamster who just wants a snacko and a belly rub. Maybe a nap. Every time I see Ice Cube, I laugh. Look at that head. Look at it. He's got the one hair. I know he's basically a penguin with some blue diamonds on the sides of his tum-tum, but his head. You don't need a cool body when you got a face like that, do you, baby? Sword doggo with wing shield things. What is it? No one knows. All of the ectoplasm, cotton candy goo shoots out in every direction, and its old body is essentially like a husk at the bottom. It's like it's budding out. It's disturbing, it's crazy, and it looks even sadder than Galarian Corsola. Ugh. Yeah, he's got a lot going on. I love it. There's something hauntingly beautiful about this Pokemon. The fact that it has no arms creeps me out hard. The fact that it's pretending to have hair and a lady's figure when you can totally see its little body is just dangling inside what looks like the head, just like before. Yeah. Now this right here is a good boy. You want to pet him. You want to see his little heart-shaped booty. You want to throw him a ball, throw him a stick, give him some treats. He's a sweet, sweet boy who would lick you right on the face and it would be okay. This would be the ideal lapdog. I love you, Yamper. I love you. Rillaboom has such a cool design, and he's got that full-on, like, committed musician, island rocker kind of thing going on. You know he's performing at something where people are doing fire dancing. He goes to music festivals, and he knows everybody. Look at this little edgelord. He Naruto runs all over the place. He's got his own little ninja-type outfit going on. It's adorable. The slicked back hair, the personality. He's here to kick booty, and he doesn't care who knows it. Stonejourner is number 9. I love this thing. He's a big rock man. Got those big old stone thighs and X's. Are those like his shoelaces on his muddy foots? I have so many questions. Grimmsnarl looks like if you put a He-Man villain into Pokemon, and the fact that he's not really that buff and that it's just him using his hair to make himself look big is a fantastic design choice. The Dragon Apple Pie is adorable. He's got a little berry helmet going on. The only thing I don't like is that his eyes are on what look like his ears. He's only 1'4", but he looks like a big fat dragon. He's tiny. He's a 28-pound, 1'4", but still, that's a dense pie. Friendship is magic! Everything about this Pokemon is perfection. I love it. I want to keep it. I don't want to evolve it because I think it's perfect just the way it is. He's so sweet. Look at those eyes! The toxicity of our city, Toxtricity is, hands down, one of the coolest new Pokemon in this game. Top 5 material for sure. The low-key form is cool, but it lacks the attitude and pizzazz of the amped form. The yellow just does something for it. Look at this guy. Yes, he drinks Mountain Dew. Yes, he drinks Red Bull. No, he doesn't eat anything with any sort of nutritional value whatsoever. Only fast food, fast times, and good vibes. At number 4, we have Phalanx. And hear me out here. If it was just one of them, okay. But the fact that it's a squad, like squad goals personified, and the front one's got a little bit of a longer horn, and when they open up their little shieldy shields, you can see their tiny little blue eyes, like in the sprite art at the top. They have so much personality, and their signature move, it just looks so cool. I love them. I would hang out with all of these guys. They're the best. At number 3, we have Wooloo, and like, trust me, these final 3, this was tough for me. But Wooloo, I mean, there's objectively nothing wrong with it. I don't know. Everything about this is great. I would sleep with my head on one if I could, and then I would have another one in my lap so I could snuggle it. At number 2, we have Alcremie, a delicious, beautiful Pokemon with a fantastic design. The fact that it's so personalizable, you can have whatever kind of fruit you want on it, basically. You can change its color based upon what time of day you create it. It's awesome, it's cute, it's sweet, it's adorable. I would absolutely have one of these with me. And when I did my personal playthrough, you better believe that I grinded and grinded and grinded until I got the one that I wanted. At number 1, we can have none other than the mighty Surfetch. Oh my gosh, if you don't love this bird, get out of my face. He doesn't even need your love. This is Surfetch, the evolved from a Farfetch, and I am beyond excited. He's a bird, he's got a sword, he's got a shield, he's exclusive to sword, but I'm gonna get him anyway. Look at the attitude, look at the eyebrows, look at the weaponry, the sureness of himself. He doesn't care what your cat thinks, he'll go straight through it like a samurai. Look at this little gentleman, he doesn't care about your toy. Get that out of my face, BAM! Why don't you tell me in the comments below who you would have ranked higher, lower, maybe who's your top 5 and why. There's so many new great designs in this game, and you know, I can't help but gush over them a little bit. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know by dropping a like on the video. Tell me in the comments below what you thought, and whether or not you'd like to see me do other videos like this one. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Class dismissed.